Hey everybody, I'm Richard,
And I'm Jesse,
and we are.
the unseeing critics.
Here we are, re-recording again. Piece of crap.
Welcome to
Uh,
podcasting, Richard. You don't know how many episodes I had to re-record when I did the other shows. It's like, oh, ah.
I mean, right now, I want to punch, like, whoever made Demon win. I want to punch them right in the face while I
Why
field goal
them?
kick them in the scrotum sack.
You're done with Demon Wind.
I know, but that's how much I hate that movie. Yeah. But this is Jesse's show. He's allowing me to vent right
This
now
is
because I'm
our show.
upset. You do sound a little muffled there, sir. Uh,
All right, how about now?
oh, it's much better.
Okay.
Much better. But I have your paper here. Have told me to refer to you as Pod Pimp Jesse. So,
No, I'm not a
uh,
pod pimp.
well, that's what this paper right here says. I
I didn't
mean,
write that paper then. And
it does.
don't give me lip. Sit down and acknowledge me.
Yes, sir. I
You
acknowledge
lost
you.
the damn war, and I'm Northern, so sit down and acknowledge me.
Yes, sir. Pimp Daddy Jesse. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I've had a rough morning. Sorry.
It's okay. Uh, I just thought we agreed like no face shots because
You're like Glassjaw from Punch Out.
um no, I'm more like Rudolph because my nose is red because it's bleeding now. But
You should have moved when I went to punch you.
I didn't see it coming. I'm gonna get Dr. Tom
I
on you. Oh man.
can't even keep the comedy going because I'm laughing too hard.
It has definitely been a morning. Um, so let's get into it. We're gonna make this show a better one than the original.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard because the
The
first one was
first one was
pretty
pretty
good.
good. Yeah.
But did it
Yeah.
seem kind of stilted to you?
What do you mean?
Like, and maybe because I was trying to edit it, the choppiness and everything, it just seemed like forced. I mean, it wasn't forced, but I
I
think
thought it. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good, but we're gonna nail it now because we're both angry and we want to show the world what we can do.
we want to criticize some stuffs, right?
Thankfully, one of the movies isn't very criticize worthy. Well, both of
Uh,
them actually. My challenge is, but
yeah,
we'll get to that.
yeah. Let's start off. Let's criticize a book. Then we'll get into the whole movie stuff.
All right.
Our friend Maxine has challenged. Well, you because I've tried
You,
them
because you won't
and
read it.
yeah, I've tried. I
Yeah,
just don't
right,
like
right.
them. Dune or some other weird crap that's weirder than Maxine
Hyperion's a
is.
good movie. I mean, a good book, actually. But I'm going to read Dune. I have it on Audible. I've always wanted to read it.
Yeah,
I don't know when I'll finish
uh,
it, Maxine, but I'm going to read it.
sometime in the next century. Sometime. Yeah. Sorry, I was sending Maxine a text. Um,
Maybe she
yeah,
should come on here and,
yeah. Jesse said he really liked your butthole casserole. Yes, and he wants you to move into Massachusetts with him. Oh no, it's Pennsylvania because he's in Pennsylvania. Okay.
have some
Um,
pizza.
but I just actually finished reading Mox by John Moxley.
Hmm.
He read it himself. Very good. And I just freaking love when an author reads their own book because they know where they want to put inflection. They know,
Exactly.
and I mean, it was awesome. I can't say it's the best wrestling biography that I've read. That kind of have to go to Mick Foley's first book. What? Have
Yep,
a
that's
nice
still
day. I
mine.
think
Yep,
what's the name
yep.
of the first one. Um, but still really really good.
I enjoyed it as well.
What
Um,
what about what about you, sir? What have
well,
you read
my
lately?
book for today, I just finished a horror short story collection called Tales My Grandmother Told Me by Heather Miller. And she talks about in the introduction how her grandmother really got her into horror. Like they would watch movies, and her grandmother loved to tell stories. Some of them were like experiences from her life, like paranormal experiences. Some of them were things she made up. Some of them were things that happened to other family members. And it just has that feel of like you're sitting down with a grandmother or whoever, and they're telling you a story. Like it's written kind of in the same way that Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was.
Yes, and I'm
So
going to
I
get
would
his
highly
name right
recommend it.
this
Very
time.
good.
Alvin Schwartz.
This person probably wouldn't want me to tell you this and out them, but our friend James' middle name is Alvin.
Yeah, he just ratted you out. Yeah, something about a chipmunk. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'll try to edit it out, but not really. Yeah.
Those books, I bought them. I know we're talking about that book's really great, but and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books. I remember my grandmother and my mom reading them to me like when we'd be going on vacation somewhere, and I would always tell them, don't do the scary part. Like you know how you're supposed to jump at a person and say you have it or
Yeah.
whatever. I used to beg them not to like change their voice to scare me because I would hold my ears when I was really little,
Oh.
like when I was like 5. But I
Oh.
found them on Kindle a couple of years ago. I think I spent like $30 to get all 3 of them, and I try to reread those every year. I love those books, and
They're really good.
this book kind of reminded me of that.
I know that you never got to see them, but if I remember right, they actually had drawings in
Yeah,
there
the old
too,
artwork I've heard was good, and then they redid it and made it more like PG. People,
which is you making me want to criticize the whole woke stuff. Anyway, I will calm my raging attitude and let's get into movies.
well, that was
Much
a good
better
one.
than the first one.
Yep.
Much better. So, let's start with Missing. On Netflix.
Yes.
Oh, you'll go there.
Okay. I really enjoyed this. I liked the mystery
Okay,
element of
that's
it.
enough. Yeah.
I had 3.5 seconds. I can't do that like you can.
I like 3.5 seconds before you interrupted me.
I
Yes.
really enjoyed the mystery aspect of it. I really got wrapped up into the story of I can't even think of her name now. The girl and her mother, and like finding her mother and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
I didn't figure the mystery out to the point where when the twist happened, I said, "What the fuck?"
Oh, yeah. And I'm horrible at names, as anybody well knows. I can remember his name's like Kevin Lee. Um,
Lynn, yeah.
or Lynn, is it? See, I screwed it up already. But
I feel like her name was Madison, but I don't think that's right.
I don't know. I mean, I know I watched it because
Yeah.
Java, the like Puerto Rican guy,
His name was Javi.
Javi.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you, man, I'm horrible with names.
I liked him, and I love like my favorite parts were the parts where she was investigating, like figuring out the mystery. Like I really enjoyed that, and I love the found footage part of it as well, like the computers and everything.
Yeah. Um, I just like how it was like kind of like a modern mystery. Like she was
Yeah.
finding clues, yet it was like
You were like
online.
finding it with her. It wasn't like anything that you knew, and then the detective or whatever had to figure it out. Like you were learning right along as she learned. I like that.
Yes. I thought
And I
the
love when her mom always talked to Siri. She's like, "Hey Siri," and she's like, "Mom, it's me."
and her mom would keep going like,
Yeah,
and I love the mom.
I did too.
I mean, just immediately fell in love with her, and you know, there's so much I'd love to talk about here without ruining it, you know, for other people. But let's just say there's definitely some WTF moments in this.
Yeah.
Thought
I
it
didn't
was
like her friend much.
her mom's friend, or
No, her friend.
yeah, like
They didn't love
Jillian,
that.
or I
Whatever the
don't
hell
know.
her name was, I didn't like her.
Although they did what most young people do when parents go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking all this emergency money,
Yep.
buying this, buying this, buying this. And it's all alcohol, maybe a little bit of food like cheese puffs or something, but the
Another part
majority
that
of it's alcohol.
another part that made me laugh that
I had like 3.5 seconds there, you know.
no, you had more than that.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I'm giving you more time.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can talk.
I was just
I'll go get your coffee.
I don't need coffee, sir. I'm fine. I was just gonna say that something I didn't bring up the first time we recorded that I forgot. I loved like at the end that Javi had friended her mom on Facebook. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, because you know you're not legitimately friends until you're like back. It used to be like, oh yeah, well now we're friends on MySpace, so we can be friends now. You
Yeah,
know, like legit friends. But now it's like, well, if we're not friends on Facebook, I don't even know who you are.
exactly.
You know, and I'm always joking with people like that. Like, look, I can talk to you, but I can't be friends with you till we're friends on
Right.
Facebook. Yeah, and somebody, well, I don't have Facebook. Well, I guess we can't be friends.
I guess I'm not
Uh,
your friend then.
here's your coffee.
Thank you.
You did want
Yeah.
like two sugars, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you prefer sugar cubes or like sugar packets?
Packets. I've actually never had cubes.
I have. I have. We whenever I was in sixth grade, we built a castle out of sugar cubes for a project in social studies.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
and a buddy of mine that I've been friends with since before kindergarten actually lived right down the road from me at the time. He would eat as many sugar cubes as we would glue together for the castle. It
Ah,
it was hilarious. Yeah, and just giving a shout out to Casey. I don't think he listens, but we actually do have some new listeners, which
oh
is
wow.
awesome. Yeah. Oh, here's your slice of pizza. Yeah, I warmed it up to like 45 seconds. Hopefully, it's
Oh.
not too hot and too cold for you.
We
There you go.
actually have a party crasher as well.
We do?
I don't know if you heard her meow or not, but TJ has wandered into the recording studio.
Ah, which is your recliner.
No, I'm upstairs now. I have to get a shower for my dentist appointment, so I'm upstairs.
We don't do that while we're on the podcast, though, sir.
We don't do what?
We don't have you getting a shower while we're on the podcast.
No, I'm just saying after we get done, I have to do stuff, so I'm upstairs. That's all.
Uh-huh. I
Sit
mean,
down. You know what?
well, no, I don't know who what is. I know who.
No, this.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry. I think you loosened the tooth there. Hmm.
You'll
Anyway,
never learn, will you? You'll just never learn. You just
uh, could you hit me on the other side of the face? Because that side's metal and I won't feel it.
oh.
But,
I hope someone like actually knows that we're not in the same place and I'm not actually hitting you. I feel awful
uh,
if someone's like, he's really mean to him.
oh, that, and yeah, we could get turned in. Nah. Um, but we also watched another movie. I just love saying that like Austin Powers says
I
it,
know.
movie. And the movie with Woody Harrelson,
Oh, this was amazing.
Les Champions.
This was just so damn funny because like Woody Harrelson's funny in general, but the teenagers were hysterical.
Yes.
Like I
Me,
love that they left like them do the humor, like they had the lines and stuff like that.
yeah, and Woody Harrelson was trying to be like mostly serious, but
Yeah,
which made his seriousness be even
funny.
funnier.
Like how
But
could
it
you?
made the kids even funnier than probably what they actually were.
I'm sure. Like I would do. I was thinking. I was like, I would be cracking up the whole time if I was in this movie. Like filming.
Yes. Oh, I got news.
Oh what?
I got two girlfriends.
Ah, no, you don't. One just changes her hair.
Oh.
I laughed so hard at that, and the three-way thing.
Yeah, I was really scared one time. Me and my girlfriends had a threesome or a three-way. There's so many good one-liners in here.
Someone
Um,
should have been like, "Oh, you mean like a three-way call?"
and what was it? Melvin Martin something?
Yeah, Melvin thought everybody was going to die.
Yeah, like freaking Wikipedia right there. Like, yeah, we're going to uh Calgary. Oh, did you know the average temperature and the subway is, and it's like, jeez.
I
You're
think
like
he even called him Wikipedia, didn't he?
Wikipedia or Melvinpedia or
Hey.
something like that. It was. Oh man, this movie is just freaking hilarious.
And I love
And
Constantino.
who is your favorite though?
Probably Constantino, to be honest with you. She was hysterical.
Yeah, and I really like the one that was always shooting the ball backwards.
Yes.
Um,
Hi to Richard?
oh, who?
Do you want to say hi to Richard? No? Okay.
No. Oh, do you have sweet and sour sauce?
Don't listen to him. He knows you don't
Yeah.
like cats.
Does he or does she?
Yes.
I like cats with sweet and sour sauce or
Don't listen to Uncle Richard, okay?
sesame sauce.
Anyway, who was your favorite character?
I really liked Alex's brother, and I can't remember his name.
Johnny, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, freaking hilarious, and how he got reintroduced, or how Woody Harrelson got
Oh, that
reintroduced
was
to
amazing.
flicking him off, man. The audio description, well, in both Missing and in Champions, I'd have to
It was
say, all
really
in
good.
all, was on point.
I agree.
There may have been a few little slips here and there, but there's only so much you can do in the little bit of time that you have
Right.
to do a description. So I understand that. I
Yeah.
love how the movie ended. Such a fan of how the movie ended.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember I was reading trivia and they said it was originally a Mexican movie,
yes,
and the director of the Mexican one said you can remake it if you don't change the ending.
you can remake it if what?
You don't change the ending.
Ah, huh.
I like the ending as well. It fit.
It did. It was absolutely perfect. And
Uh,
was that Morgan Freeman or Samuel L. Jackson that was his friend coach?
You're going to be surprised. It was Ernie Hudson, actually.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Ghostbusters' own.
yeah, and I know that. And I don't know why
He
I
was
said
great. It
Morgan.
was great when he like shoved him.
Oh yes, because I love Ernie Hudson, man,
And
and it's like I knew that's who it was in my head, but it's like I could not think of his
um,
name, and I hate when that happens. You know, the whole brain fart thing that we talked about in the first episode or the
right.
first recording of this. Like, and people getting mad because people have brain farts. Like, look,
Yeah.
use your brain. Well, I am using my brain. It's overclocked. So sit
What you
down,
mean to say
ma'am.
is I am using my brain, bitch.
Well, you know. Uh, uh, the movie Missing, we agree is good. In the first recording, you gave it a 3.5 and I gave it a 3.
You know what's funny? I didn't even realize that I gave it 3.5.
Well, that's where the recording started messing up on
I mean
us.
the name though, 3.5, like the number.
Yeah. And that's the only reason I remember it is because that's where the recording started
I didn't
messing
even
up.
think about it. Okay.
But yeah, I know why. And it's not for us at least. The 3.5 is not bad. It's
It's like it was good, but you don't want to watch. Like you don't think you'd rewatch it.
yeah. I mean, I'll
Like
never watch this movie again.
if I was gonna watch it again, I'd give it a 4.
Yeah, it has to at least be a 4 for me to
Right.
to rewatch it. Like for me, Ghostbusters,
Hmm.
they're a 5 because I will
Yeah.
rewatch them over and over and
I'd
over. And
I'd give Champions a 4 to be honest though.
Mm, mm, yeah.
I just mean I'd watch
Mm,
it again.
yeah, I'd watch it again. So yeah. But and speaking of Ghostbusters with Ernie Huds, I guess subconsciously it's like that's why I watch Ghostbusters over the weekend
Oh,
because.
yes.
But you in the first one we discussed about like if you can't decide what to watch, you don't know what you want to watch. I go to Ghostbusters, the original, with Dan Aykroyd and all of
Not
them
the
in
one
it.
with Melissa McCarthy?
No, I like that one though for what it is. I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting it to be part of the
uh,
franchise.
I didn't either, but I don't know what I have to maybe watch that again sometime because I just wasn't on
Oh,
board with it at all.
it's not the best, but a lot of people were getting mad about it because it's like, oh, it's part of the franchise. No, it's not. It has all it has in it is it's the Ghostbusters name. It's not
The fact that they came out with a sequel to the franchise leads me to believe it's not in the franchise.
right. It is what it is. It's not
And
part
let
of the
me just say,
Ghostbusters
so no
franchise.
one says
It's
anything. I did not like. It wasn't that there was all women that I had a problem with at all.
you're a feminist.
I kind of am.
Is that a good term?
I would think it isn't for women.
Oh, then you're not you're an unfeminist.
No, a feminist is for women. Women's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, you're an unfeminist. I've heard you talk. I've heard those things you said about James when we're not recording, and those things about Alan, and Alan like being a professional wrestler, calling like slammer or something.
He
What?
actually did do backyard wrestling.
Really?
Hmm.
What could we call him? Oh, that's his wrestling name, Toolman Allen, or Allen the Toolman.
Considering he talked to me yesterday before he cut grass, that kind of fits.
Oh, call him the Lawnmower Man.
There's a movie I've never seen.
Uh,
I heard it
um,
sucked.
yeah. That's all I can say.
Okay.
But so we're like a 3.5 on missing,
Mhm.
4 stars on champions. Tell us the movie that you go to when you can't think of what else to
I go
watch.
to The Return of Swamp Thing, which I know a lot of people don't like. I don't care if you don't like it. I like it. It's campy, it's fun, and I can. You don't want to watch the movie with me because I'll quote it the whole damn time. And it'll
Right.
probably annoy the shit out of you. If you haven't seen that movie, sometime we need to do it.
Oh, definitely. Kind of like Batman versus the Ninja Turtles.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, really? When did that come out?
I don't know, but I found about it in Mox's book, and it's on my wish list now.
How did I not? I read that book. I don't even remember talking about it.
$3.99 to rent.
I'm gonna. This is totally unrelated. Well, it's not. It's about Batman. I want to watch that movie. It's coming to Max, I think.
Which one?
Like you can rent it, but it's coming to Max. Batman and it's not called this, but it's basically Batman and Cthulhu.
I think it's already out there, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's not streaming like on Max or whatever. I don't think yet.
No, I thought that's where I saw it at.
Oh, okay. Because he goes against like the code. I really want to see that.
Yeah, that would sound pretty cool. Uh, so your challenge for me was to watch The Witcher. Two
Yes.
episodes. I
You
made
never
it through the
like
two
our
episodes.
challenge. I mean,
I don't know why you didn't like yours.
well,
I mean,
I don't know if I can get as angry as I did the first time, but we'll do
yeah,
me second.
sure you can. The Witcher. I love that type of world, that type of stuff.
Like the
But
idea is something you should like.
yeah, I could not get into it. I mean, it wasn't that I was struggling to get through these 2 episodes, but it's like when it was over, it's like, no, I'm not gonna watch anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why because it should all be in my wheelhouse,
I
and
feel
it
like it
just
does kind of
wasn't.
pick up after those two, but
Well, I did the challenge.
yes, you did.
But will I go back and watch it? I highly doubt it. I'd rather go and watch Salute Your Shorts, which was an awesome TV
I
show
love
from
that
back in the
show.
'90s.
Yeah,
And
actually, I will say the animated movie that came out on Netflix also, set before the TV series, is actually really good. Maybe you'd like it better.
what, The Witcher?
Hmm.
Possibly. Boo. Oh,
I love
and
Slow Your Shorts though.
99 cents an episode on iTunes.
For what?
Salute Your Shorts.
Oh, damn.
Uh-huh. And I was actually watching it out there last night, or a piece of it, but I never paid for it. So it doesn't show a price for the whole season. So I don't know, maybe if it's like free for Apple TV or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. But your challenge was to watch the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie ever to be made that deserves its place in the trash.
Hercules in New York.
No, I am Hercules, son of Zeus, or Pluto, or Mars, or
This movie I thought was from the 80s. It was released in 1969. Fucking
yeah.
stupid. First of all, Hercules is a Greek name, but they call his dad Zeus. So Hercules and Zeus, Greek name. Then they have Pluto, who is actually Hades. Then they have fucking Neptune, which is Roman. The Greek name is Poseidon. It's like pick a lane and stick with it. If they wanted to do Roman, it would be Heracles and Jupiter, like instead of Hercules and Zeus. So just stupid. And
You
then
really like this movie.
no, I didn't. And then they have the same fucking song, the same theme song that goes throughout the whole damn movie. They, God forbid, they have a soundtrack with different songs. It's always stupid, stupid ass movie. The only thing I liked was the Pretzi, the guy that sold the pretzels. It was Hercules' friend. I liked him, and I liked at the end when Zeus decided to go down to Earth and check it out. Other than that, this movie is, on Horocopia, the old podcast I used to do. Our
Yeah.
our lowest rating was it. I was trying not to hiccup again. Our lowest rating was a Demon Wind. This movie is a Demon Wind for me.
And
No stars.
here's our ratings that we've talked about before. For the worst movie, even if it's free, I want my money back.
I want my money back for this.
Uh,
Awful, awful movie. Horrible.
yes, it is. It's and I will say this, and this will speak volumes. I'd rather watch Demon Wind again than I had watch Hercules in New York.
The movie's horrible. I'm sorry you fell asleep, honey.
I mean, but it did have wrestling in it.
Did you
I mean,
actually see this movie?
No,
Because I would love to know what the wrestling was like.
probably better than the movie.
The only thing that was mildly amusing, like it's like what the fuck, but it was mildly amusing, was the woman when he's flying past the plane. Sounds like the Wicked Witch from the West. Like I know she's supposed to be an old lady, but she sounds like a fucking crone.
Yeah, and he's actually fallen out of the sky.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Richard's mama, if you're listening to this, and I swore, but this movie's awful.
Yeah, Mama. He also made fun of you in the first movie and the first recording
I
because
asked
you're
the
scared of
question. I didn't make
the
fun of
winged
you. I asked
monkeys.
if Richard thought it was scary. That's all I said.
Yeah, because the movies we're going to go over next week are The Wizard of Oz because it's on Max and it's a classic. And Jesse made fun of you, Mama, because you're scared of the winged monkeys.
I didn't make
That's
fun.
okay.
I asked if Richard thought it was scary.
Hey, this is my mama. You sit down. I love my mama very much.
I
Now
love
you know
mine,
that.
and you make fun of her to me.
Did you have to hit me in the nose again?
Well, speaking of the water boy, because that's what I thought of when you said that
Yeah.
about Mama. I can't remember the player, but some guy that joined the NFL said that he got inspiration to play football from the water boy.
What's wrong with this dude? I
I
mean,
don't know.
because that movie didn't inspire me to do anything except like not do drugs.
I like that movie though.
You know I do. I mean, Adam Sandler. Makes me want to watch it again. I probably will. But the other movie that we're going to watch is, didn't we agree, Suburban Commando?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Again, you can rent it for $3.99. You
Yeah,
may
because
can
it's
find
not
it
streaming
streaming.
anywhere. But
It's not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just
no,
tried
I
to.
just said unless it's on YouTube. Other than that, I know it's not like streaming anywhere.
Oh, I heard PJ then.
Yeah, she's annoyed that I'm not scratching her head.
You did something to make her mad. Mm.
Oh, she's not mad, are you, baby?
Oh,
She's mad.
PJ is
She's mad because she has to go to the vet on Thursday.
PJ is like hot pepper chicken right now. She is so mad. Like Szechuan beef. What's that? It's more like Szechuan chicken. Oh, chili chicken. That's what it is.
Don't listen to him. He's being an asshole.
No, I'm not.
You called her Szechuan beef.
I know. I do apologize for that because it's actually Szechuan chicken. You know. I do.
Anyway, we're doing Wizard of Oz.
Don't look at me like that.
We're doing Wizard of Oz.
And Suburban Commando.
Yes, and my challenge is, you'll probably have forgotten it, so I'll tell you. Omega Cop, it's called. Alan told me to watch it, so.
And I'm going to let him have your challenge. And
right.
You challenged me to watch Ghostbusters 2, I think.
No, I challenged you to watch 2 episodes of Conan and the Adventurer. One of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid.
I remember Ghostbusters 2. I think that's what you said. But yeah, we even talked a little bit in the original one about one of my favorite movies growing up, Milo and Otis.
Yeah, it was mine too until I read the trivia and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, we're not going to put the trivia in here because I don't want to know because it will scar me.
Yes. Just remember the movie for what it is.
Do you remember the movie? There was a knockoff called The Incredible Journey, I think, but I think the other one, the like legit movie, was called Homeward Bound.
Actually, sir, I don't want to correct you, but Incredible Journey was first.
But there was I remember seeing this.
No, The Incredible Journey was a knockoff. I mean, was a Disney movie, and then they made Homeward Bound after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because the box that I remember seeing looked so freaking Walmart that it was like definitely belonged to like Walmart produced it or something.
I am 99% sure that Incredible Journey came out first.
Well, you're right. It's your podcast.
I don't know if I'm right, but that's what I always thought. I love Incredible. I love Homeward Bound though.
Please don't yell at me.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's yelling at me. I know. Call my psychiatrist.
I'll buy you some Reese's eggs.
Okay, we can be best friends again.
Okay. But I love Homeward Bound though.
I did too. Mama hates animal movies, but I like the majority of them. I don't know. I mean, I don't like Flipper or Andre.
Sometimes they're sad, but
yeah. I know. Oh, that reminds me. I know why you won't buy that book on Audible about the Chinese food. But I'm just saying.
Why are you saying this when she's in the same room and can hear you?
I'm just saying.
That book did sound kind of interesting, though.
It did. I love Chinese food. Yeah. So we got our challenges, we got our ratings, we did our book.
I think this episode's better than the first one.
I think so. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
I need to lose our argument.
Oh yeah, see, my mind.
Did you honestly forget that, or you just want me to bring it up?
Yes, I did. I honestly forgot.
Shit, I should have said it.
No. Let me tell you all this, if Jesse will allow me a few here. Mm-hmm. We recorded this earlier, and it was about 40 minutes long. Well, I go in to edit, and my audio track, which is, my recording is 38 minutes, 41 seconds. Okay, that's the first one I look at. I go to move Jesse's file, to meld it with mine. I can't think of the word that Goldwave uses. Your voice track, is 40 minutes and 37 seconds.
That's weird.
Yes. And I'm like, ooh. And then I immediately know my editing day is going to be long.
So let's re-record.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure this out, trying to splice it, cut it. Jaws shuts up, it quits
I'm bitching about something
talking.
else, totally unrelated,
Yeah.
but I'm bitching too.
In the midst of all this, I'm like 10 minutes in and I've saved like 10 minutes of the podcast. I'm like, not bad. Not bad. Roughly 30 minutes to go. And I go to hit Control S to save it. Because I've already started the file saving,
Hmm.
Easier just hit Control S.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, my headphones say, disconnected. What? And I hear my computer rebooting. And I
And you
just
probably
sit there.
couple fucks.
Yeah. So I WhatsApp Jess and like, let's just re-record. Because he had offered. I'm like, no, I'm going to try to
Yeah.
do this. 30 seconds later, let's re-record. But, so yes, I legit did forget. Hulk Hogan versus Bill Goldberg. Keep in mind, I don't like either one of these guys. I don't think either one of them can wrestle.
No, but
However,
you
I
can't.
do understand what they did for the business.
One of them did more for the business than the other.
Yes,
Bill
which is
Bill
Hulk Hogan.
Goldberg. Bill Goldberg was at
Mm-hmm.
times was the hottest thing in WCW. You know, the whole streak thing. You know, he had the fans chanting his name. He had
Oldberg. Oh,
he had a wrestler named after him, Gilberg. He had,
Dwayne Gill. Yes.
yes, he had a movie. I think he was in two movies actually. I think he was in the Universal Soldier with Jean Claude Van Damme, and he
Oh,
was all.
I've never seen that one, so I don't know.
I haven't either. And what was my other argument for him?
Oh no, hold on. He was in Santa Slays. He was in the remake of A Longest Yard,
Yes,
and what did you call it? Universal Soldier.
I thought he was in that Universal Soldier: The Return, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, dude, we both forgot this one. This is the awesome movie that he was in.
But
Ready to Rumble.
I love that movie,
Me too. It's $10 on iTunes.
and
It's
I love Santa's Slave. If you've never seen that
oh,
movie,
it's good. It's good.
I think
Um,
the funniest part about that movie is at the beginning when like the whole family gets killed. And it's like a tongue-in-cheek joke because he's Jewish and all the actors and actresses that were killed were also Jewish.
yes. And for some reason, I think he did some voiceover work, but I'm not 100% on that. But okay, Hulk Hogan.
And dare I say, Goldberg was in a more popular TV show. He did some episodes of NCIS LA, which was more popular than Hogan's rating-wise.
You don't know I don't watch those kind of
I know.
shows.
I'm just saying.
I'm putting on my hockey helmet, hockey pads. Because Hulk Hogan, he had a
You have
horrible
the far
TV show.
easier job.
Oh, I can argue Goldberg. Hulk Hogan had Thunder in Paradise, which if you've never seen it, like I said in the first one, don't. But
You
yeah,
also said it was my challenge if I. I mean,
if
it
you
was
can
something.
find it, then
Yeah.
yes. Because everybody ought to witness the horrible train wreck that is
Or
Thunder in.
PGW, since I lost this argument.
Yes. But yes, you have to watch PGW since you lost the argument. Um, but he was also in, let's see, Suburban Commando, Three Ninjas, High Noon at Mega Mountain, I think.
Yep.
Um,
Over the
let's see,
top. Why am I helping you?
Rocky 3, I think it's the one it was with Thunder Lips.
Yep.
Mr. Nanny.
Yep. And he
Sa-
basically started the business. Or made
yeah,
it get big, I mean.
Santa with Muscles. Him and Goldberg both have a book. Um, but Hulk Hogan or Terry Bollea,
He probably
what,
tells more lies in his book, I would think. That's what I've
I
heard.
don't think he ever told the truth. He was a wuss. He was scared to fight Macho Man. But his claim, like, and it's so funny to me, It's him and Linda argued over a toilet seat. Freaking hilarious.
That's kind of
Um,
awesome. I
freaking
did enjoy
hilarious.
Hogan Knows Best, though. I did enjoy that.
Oh, I forgot about that TV
For
show.
whatever reason, I enjoyed it.
Oh, he also did that micro championship wrestling or something,
I
didn't he?
never watched that.
I didn't either. It was probably horrible because he couldn't wrestle, so how can he tell anybody how to wrestle?
I always heard rumors that he technically tried to wrestle when he was in Japan in like the 80s. Like he did wrestling moves, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that. But he did bring in like the entrance themes, for wrestlers.
Oh, and he
So
made wrestling what it was. Why am I helping you?
because
Again.
you already know that you lost.
Right.
I mean, you're like the Jurassic World lost because you lost, like LOSTE, lost.
I've lost both arguments so far.
That's French for lost. I
Would
can
you
even.
have said anything for Goldberg that I hadn't brought up?
Oh yeah, dude, he was a Georgia Bulldog. He was in the NFL.
What does that matter? We're arguing about wrestling careers.
We're arguing the people. Period.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, but he didn't make it to the NFL long, did he?
He was still there. It's more than what Hogan can say.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you can't really argue the money fact because I think Hogan would have made as much, if not more, in this era because it's just a different era money wise.
Hogan lasted longer.
Yeah. Let's see, Goldberg. Let's see, he was strong.
I freaking love Gilbert though.
He didn't lie about taking vitamins. Hogan's vitamins were.
He didn't
steroids.
lie about like that Andre what was that lie that Andre didn't want him to slam him or something. They said that was a lie. Like
yeah,
Andre was easy to work with.
Well, they're both conceited and stuck on themselves. Hogan does have a fairly attractive daughter that can't sing or wrestle.
Someone said she looked like him. Is that true? Or did you find that?
I don't know. I never saw her. I know she can't sing. Hogan can't sing. His album sucks, but he does have one.
Yeah, is it like rockin'? Or no, it's not rockin' wrestling.
To be honest, Jesse, it's more like taking a drill and putting the screw to your head and hitting it slow motion. Yeah. So I mean, I win again. So like, your punishment is you have to watch PGW on
or
TV.
Thunder in Paradise.
Or Thunder in Paradise. I will let you choose which disaster you wish.
Well, we'll see. I'd rather watch Thunder in Paradise if I can find it.
But that's really about it for this episode that I can remember. Yeah. I think this one probably did turn out better. As always, please like, share, subscribe, rate, review. It does help us out. And if you'd like to, help us out by, donating some money so we can rent something that, does cost for us to watch, by all means, send donations to DaleJr.Fan83@gmail.com. The link is in the description. And Jesse knows that I will send him, half of whatever is donated.
And we'll say, how about we say, we didn't talk about this, but how about we say whoever donates can pick something for us to watch?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah. I mean, because we do have costs, of like the logo and, movie rentals and things like that. But, and Jesse, I'm sure will agree here, we're not asking you to send money. We're not asking for you to pay for this because this is supposed to be fun for y'all. It's just if you want to. But if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine too. Just please remember to rate and review and share the podcast, because this podcast, while it's Jesse's podcast and I'm just a foundation member, is, wouldn't you agree though, it's for everybody else to enjoy, to have fun?
We enjoy making it, and it's for people to enjoy listening to.
So be sure to do that all, and we will catch you next week. See you later, freaks.
Home. There's no place like home.
No place like home? Yeah, but do you want freaks in your home?
Yeah, they're our fans.
True. Okay, see you later, freaks.
It's time for fun facts about your unseen critics. Jess and Richard.
Jess once tried to steal the crown jewels but was thwarted by Bruce Dixon from Iron Maiden. Jess had this to say. He started singing to me, and I just couldn't react.
Richard once rescued 16 puppies, 1 pygmy goat named Twinklehoos, and 3 orphans from a fire that Jesse started. Jesse stood next to the burnt-down house with a can full of gas, and still no one found out.
Jess Bollinger is not his real name. His real name cannot be pronounced by human vocal cords. If one were to ever hear his real name, they would be driving insane.
Richard is the #1 exporter of exotic cheeses.
Jess once took a dump in a Walmart and it had to be shut down for 3 days.
Once at a funeral, as they were lowering the casket into the grave, Richard screamed out, "Let her rip Tater Chip."
Jess once asked the land for $3.50. That's when I realized he was a Loch Ness monster.
Jess once took a dump in a Walmart and it had to be shut down for 3 days.
The only thing that Jess can see is John Cena.
Richard does not believe the earth is round, nor does he believe it is flat. He believes Earth to be an 8-sided parallelogram, floating in a sea of candy bars. Richard enjoys running around in dampers while singing "I Believe I Can Fly." Many of these fun facts are courtesy of Alani. Thank you, Alan. You have been listening to The Unseen Critics. www.unseeingcritics.wordpress.com. If you'd like to help with costs, send donations to DaleJr.fan83@gmail.com. Donations go towards movie rentals that we do, editing costs, and other such trivial things. It is no requirement, and we are just thankful for your listening support. But please do subscribe, review, and share to everyone that you know.